Welcome to the Pursuit of Now podcast. I'm Chase.
And I'm Katrina.
And let the pursuit begin. And we are back.
Hello.
Hello. And this is the very first annual.
Oh, it's annual?
Yep, I just made it annual.
Okay.
First annual holiday special on the podcast.
Where we talk about the holidays.
We talk about the holidays.
And it's very special.
It is very special, I guess. Kind of special.
It's really special.
Yeah,
You're going to want to hear this.
Super special. First annual, I just made it annual, so you can't unannual it because originally we weren't going to make it annual.
Until just now when she said that we're going to make it annual.
Yep, so I officially have made it annual. So really excited for today's show because we were originally going to talk about finances today.
And honestly, who wants to talk about finances around Christmas? It's literally Christmas Eve today.
Yeah.
Like, we can save that for January. Nobody cares right now.
I agree, yeah. So we were kind of thinking about it, and we were like, oh, you know, we made a calendar of all the stuff we were going to talk about on which days. And we were like, oh, we're going to talk about finances on this day. And we kind of had this topic picked out. And we were like, oh, I didn't realize that we were going to be doing this on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And dropping it on Christmas.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think finances is probably the worst thing to talk about on Christmas.
Yeah.
Because everyone's finances are probably like shot by now.
Yeah, they're a disaster right now. You know, we all overspent on a bunch of gifts and the budget kind of goes out of the window when it comes to Christmas. So glad that we didn't dive into that topic too much
Yeah,
today.
me too. I mean, we spared ourselves really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we'll dive more into that with the new year and we'll kind of wrap that back up. But we're doing the first annual Christmas special. And before we get into more of what we're going to talk about today, we have our first segment. Trine, tell us about that segment.
So like the last episode, we are naming a couple. Well, I say a couple because it was supposed to be one small thing that's brought us joy. But I'm changing it to a couple because I always think of more than one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about...
Yeah, we can name as many as we want.
Yeah.
As much as we feel like, so...
For sure.
And especially with this being the holiday season, this is especially important to get into.
It's so the holiday season. I don't know the rest.
That sounded good, though.
Thanks.
That sounded really good. We should start some kind of band, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? The Pursuit of Now band is dropping in a couple months from now, so check it out on the website.
We're going to have a Christmas album.
Yeah, we're going to have a Christmas album dropping on Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere else that you listen to music, as long as it's those two.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
That sounds great.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, do you want to go first with being thankful, grateful, and blessed?
Sure. So my first, this isn't really a small moment of joy. It's kind of a big moment of joy because I am out for Christmas break.
Yes.
For, I think, like 2 weeks. And it was much needed. That's all I'm going to say. I'm very grateful to have these breaks in my year. I'm just, yeah.
It's nice, and it's also earned.
Thanks.
100%.
But yeah, it was definitely needed. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a big moment of joy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super happy about that. And then,
what are you going to spend this break doing?
Well, I think 50% of it has been allotted to Christmas gatherings.
Yeah, we have a lot of Christmas gatherings, that's for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Knowing me, I'll probably try to organize something or like deep clean some things. But also just one of my favorite things to do is just wake up in the morning and sit on the couch with coffee.
Oh, yes.
And I don't normally get to do that because I'm like getting up, going to the gym, coming back, rushing around, yelling at Chase a little bit. I'm just kidding. Sometimes.
Yeah. You're kind of angry in the morning, I'll be honest.
I'm usually in a rush.
Is that criticism?
I think so. Oh, no.
Did I just criticize you?
We're doomed.
I didn't listen to anything we talked about on the last podcast, I guess, because I just criticized you just point blank.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine, really.
Yeah. You do get angry in the morning, though, sometimes.
Sometimes. My trigger
I
is
used to
being in a
breathe
rush.
wrong in the morning.
Okay. Anyways, child. So, what I'm saying is, what was I saying?
What you were gonna be doing?
Oh yeah. Okay. So normally I don't get to just sit on the couch and drink coffee, and that is definitely a small moment, but it's the best feeling ever.
It's
really.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that probably.
Mm-hmm. That's something I should be grateful for too, because it's kind of the nice part of my job. I work completely remote. So it's kind of nice. So I always get that privilege now of being able to get up and have coffee on the couch. But I definitely remember having to go into an office and not ever being able to do that. And
yeah,
it's like you really crave that quite a bit.
Oh yeah, because I think that it is really nice to not be rushed in the morning. So you're not just like rushing around, running out the door, driving on the highway.
Yeah. It's 40 minutes at that.
Yeah. So I'm I'm happy for that. I don't have a commute to drive every day.
Yeah.
Instead, I have a longer commute to 4 Christmas gatherings. No, just kidding. It's fine.
We have quite a bit. We got back. We just had a Christmas gathering last night. A ton of fun. And then we have another Christmas gathering tonight, and then one tomorrow, and then
one the next
day. So, and they are all an hour and a half to an hour away for us, or an hour and an hour and a half away.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
how I should have said that.
That's okay.
Yeah, but so it's a lot. But is that all what you got?
Okay, no. So my second small moment of joy was last night. We were at our first Christmas gathering, Heyo, and we that was with Chase's side of the family. We play games and everything. It was really fun.
So much fun.
But my sister-in-law, Sasha, she surprised me with so she has a business. It's called Leather and Cotton Creations, and she makes like shirts and cups and pins and really anything. She's super creative and awesome at what she does. On top of being a mother of 4. She's just really killing it.
Don't know how, yeah.
Really killing it. But anyways,
she does a great job.
Shout out Sasha. But she surprised me because we have a group chat, and whenever I was trying to get Taylor Swift tickets, I was like kind of like updating them about it, and they knew how excited I was about it, and then I didn't get them.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it was really sad. I'm still processing.
She's still emotionally recovering.
I am
from not being able to get Taylor Swift tickets.
For sure, it's a big letdown. But anyways, first world problem.
Well, we can pay $95,000 and get one, I think.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. That's an idea.
Well, just
But anyways, so she knew that I was upset about that, so she surprised me by making me a couple of Taylor Swift shirts, and they're so cute. I'm wearing one right now.
What's it say?
It says, "It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me."
Yeah, and if you want to see that, by the way, if you want to see the actual shirt,
oh yeah,
we are officially up on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Figured that out. So we are posting the whole podcast on YouTube. You can actually go watch us now.
Yes.
And I'm trying to learn how to make videos more entertaining and things like that through editing. So that's kind of been fun to figure out. So hopefully it'll be, not just seeing us just sitting across from each other talking, but hopefully be able to edit it up to make it look good.
Yeah, it'll be more visually appealing.
Visually stimulating.
Yeah, that works. But anyways, she made me another shirt, and it has all of Taylor Swift's different albums, and it says the Eras Tour, and it's so cool. So yeah, that was definitely a small moment of joy. I think it's not even like receiving something, and this kind of ties into Christmas, but it's more about like somebody thought of you, and that she specifically said, this is not a Christmas gift, because we normally don't get each other Christmas gifts. So she probably didn't want me to feel like, oh, I should have got you something, you know how that is.
Yeah.
But it was just like a just because thing. And that it means so much that someone would just think of you and go that extra step to do something kind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just really cool. So I'm just really grateful.
Yeah. And on top of that, can we go ahead and give a shout out?
Oh, yes. To here.
Oh, I'm going to give the shout out?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, if you guys need a good idea for something to do like for Christmas that's really special to somebody and kind of outside the box, like write them
outside the box.
Yeah, for real. Write them a card and just like mail it to them out of nowhere. So Katrina's friend,
our friend,
yeah, she's our friend, but you know what I mean,
mm-hmm.
wrote us a nice card, and we thought we'd give it a shout out on the podcast. She said, Chase and Katrina, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. You guys are so fun to listen to, and I admire the guts it takes to put yourself out there. Here's your next coffee on me. White Mocha Gang forever.
That reminds me of Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
Also, I'm wearing
great
Marvel.
movie.
I'm wearing Marvel socks.
Yeah. Marvel socks.
Okay, anyways.
She got some gifts with some Marvel socks. So I just wanted to say, shout out to her for sending that over to us, and we appreciate it so much. And she's been so supportive, and she's climbing the ranks for sure in Team White Mocha. Climbing the ranks. So just in case you all were curious about Team White Mocha, there's lots of advancement opportunities. And that's the thing about this team, because I want all of us to win and to be successful and give you a community, and also have that opportunity to grow as a person.
Do they have access to a 401k?
We're working on it.
Okay.
We're working on it. So yeah, just so you know, just more perks to join Team White Mocha Latte. Again, you gotta love white mochas. You gotta not like what Trina's drinking, and you gotta like and follow the podcast on all platforms.
For sure.
Yep. So we just want to say thank you so much for sending this card to us.
Yeah, thanks, Abby.
That's incredible. Yeah,
that's just
so cool.
I know, that's just the sweetest thing. It
really is.
And
it's
I feel like it's such a simple thing to do, but it's also like sometimes the simplest of gestures mean the most.
It goes so far. Like,
you wrote a handwritten card. Like, I'm taking notes, Abby, because you're seriously like bringing joy to people in your life,
Yeah.
Just really thoughtful.
Yeah.
So this is now an I Love Abby podcast.
Yeah, it is.
She's going to love this. I swear she's going to text me right when she listens to this. But
yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, thank you for sending that over. That was so sweet. And she picked up our coffee. So thank you so much.
This is on Abby. So.
Yep, on Abby. So thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. Team White Mocha.
So
Did you come up with a team?
No, I didn't
no
yet.
Team Trine. No Team Trine.
Wait, that's
so
kind
that
of
leaves
funny
you,
though. No Team Trine.
No Team Trine. So that leaves you with only one option, and that is my team, or no Team Trine over there.
Okay.
Or you can be. Oh, I got one for you.
What?
Team Turtle.
Oh. Okay.
Does the podcast need to know about that or no?
No.
Yes, huh?
Why are you saying this?
It's so great. Okay, so Trina has like a birthmark like on her toe, just so we can explain.
It's a birthmark.
Yeah, it's a birthmark on her toe, and so we kind of call her Turd Toe. But I love you so much, and that can be your team, because I know a lot of people have been reaching out on the podcast who have a similar birthmark on their toe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
People, it's really relatable.
Yeah, they need a community, and you can provide that for them. So I'm just saying.
That is not my team. I'll think of a better team, but
okay. Well, that's
today.
Your two options. No Team Trine.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, anyways, Chase, moving on. What is
Was that contempt?
That was contempt, criticism, defensiveness, and stonewalling all in one.
You kind of shut down on me a little bit.
I'm for sure walling the stonewalling. But anyways, what is your small moment of joy for this week? I want to know.
Of this week, let me see. You know, I've just been feeling real grateful about all the small things in life lately. You know, like just grateful that you know, we have a great shelter. You know, it's so cold outside. It's -5 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And we have a place to live in that's warm. We have running water. You know, we have, you know, stable careers. And I'm just really grateful, I think, for all of that this week. Just thinking back on the holiday, just how lucky, you know, and fortunate we are that, you know, we have those. We're both healthy.
Yeah.
For the most part. I know you're feeling a little sick.
I'm a little under the weather.
But yeah,
but okay.
you know, we're both healthy, and I think that goes a long way. Just thinking about, you know, all the small things that every day we kind of tend to take for granted.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I know you're in a moment right now, but I just want to give a shout out to Blink-182. All the small things.
Song references again?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, song references
Cardi
are
B,
making a
I'm
comeback.
back. Beep.
Yes. Yeah, we don't cuss on the podcast. I
No, we
cussed
don't.
one time on the podcast, and
there was an awkward silence because I said
there was an awkward silence, and I really wish you didn't leave me in that awkward situation, but you didn't help me at all. You didn't.
Oh, thanks.
But that's okay.
Anyways, I didn't mean to cut off your.
But yeah, I was having
your
a moment, and I was having a moment.
agree. I do agree with all of the things you
Yeah.
were saying. I feel like sometimes we take those things for granted until we don't have them for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys ever had the power go out and you're just like, how do I function?
Oh my gosh. I know.
Like, I can't do anything. I can't charge. I mean,
And just
I can't
imagine
charge my
all
phone.
the people around the world who don't have power, don't have electricity.
yeah, I feel like just these everyday things, they can be taken for granted so much. I mean, even when like something as small as like our dishwasher breaking and needing maintenance. What?
Mhm.
Like, it makes
Mhm.
you like step back a minute and be like, wow, I really rely on these things that I just have. Like, we're so privileged to just have. So
Yeah. Yep. So I'm
yeah.
very grateful because this is the pursuit of now, and we are definitely grateful and living in the moment, and we're in the present right now. And yeah, those are some of the things that I've just been trying to be more mindful of and think about a little bit more throughout the day. Just how lucky that that we truly are with that kind of thing. So,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So do you want to kind of move into, since you brought up being mindful, do you want to kind of move into just the nuances of the holiday seasons, what that can bring for people, and then just kind of talk about a couple things to help people, you know, stay mindful and present and help them out a little bit, because holidays can be hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to dive into a little bit of this content for a minute because we thought that it would be great to talk about. And then we're going to get into some more fun stuff. So we have a few games in regards to Christmas topics.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're going to do like a this or that, would you rather type deal. And then we're going to talk about, drum roll, unpopular Christmas opinions.
Yeah, all coming up on the podcast. So you got to stay
I wonder if
along
they
for
can
the
hear
whole thing. Oh, they can hear that for sure.
That's cool.
So, yeah, so you got to stay along for the whole thing. But we're going to give you a little bit of actual content, and then we're going to have some fun because this is the Christmas special. It's the first annual one, and we're doing it every single year because that's what annual means.
Yeah, if we say annual again, I think I'm going to think it's not a real word. So
Yeah, I should probably remove that
yeah,
from my vocabulary.
every year Christmas special.
Yeah. So let's talk about being mindful. Few tips for that this holiday season.
I just want to
just
want
gonna
to throw out there.
Ope.
Ope. Can I get in front of you real quick?
Yeah, you just talked right when I was talking, and you didn't even say "ope" first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I
That's
just
all
want to
good.
say, so I kind of started touching on this, but the holidays can bring up I started like brainstorming about this, and I'm realizing how triggering holidays are for so many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
They're triggering because there's a lot of alcohol around, right? People that struggle with substance abuse, that's really triggering.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's triggering because of the access food. I can't pronounce that. But there's a lot of food, right? So people with body image struggles or disordered eating, that kind of thing, huge trigger.
Or maybe can't get food or provide for their family.
Right.
On the holiday.
Financial struggles.
Mm-hmm.
People are struggling with grief and losing loved ones, and maybe it's the first holiday without them, or maybe they're reminded of the good times they had together when the holidays come around.
Mm-hmm.
There's strained relationships.
Yeah.
You know, that anxious feeling of when there's a strained relationship and I'm going to be by that person, but if I don't spend Christmas with them, I'm going to feel guilty and shame and all of these complicated feelings. There's obligations, like just, a lot of just stressors because there's just a lot of things to do, right? There's a lot of things to buy and plan and time spent. So I just want to just throw that out there. Just if anyone else is struggling with any of those things, like you're definitely not alone. It's hard. Like it's such a happy time, but it wouldn't be genuine or real to not acknowledge all of these other things that are happening.
That are going on.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting emotional.
Yeah, you're getting emotional over here.
Goodness. I need to make a joke, girl, because
Yeah.
that's how
we cope with our emotions. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I think that was a very great thing to say on the podcast. So
Thanks.
I love that.
Thanks. I feel really strongly about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you also are in a situation with the work that you do where you are seeing probably a lot more of that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know.
So it's life. I mean, it affects everybody.
It does.
Like it doesn't discriminate, it doesn't discriminate socioeconomic status. It doesn't discriminate race, religion. Like everybody is struggling with these types of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it affects everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So let's talk about being mindful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before Katrina gets on the soapbox and starts crying.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. I love the emotion and the passion, though.
Thanks.
That's great.
I'm a deep talk girly.
You are.
I think very deeply about things.
Yeah.
So my number one tip, my first tip is for staying mindful and kind of trying to make the holidays less stressful is don't get wrapped up. Okay.
Wrapped up. You
like
get it?
like a present.
Yep, you get it.
Don't get wrapped up in trying to make everything perfect. And maybe this is just a me thing. I don't know. Maybe people can relate to it. My perfectionist out there. Okay, holla.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that can be my team.
Yeah.
Recovering perfectionist.
Yes.
But anyways, don't get wrapped up in trying to make everything perfect. Like, I feel like there can be so much pressure in that. Like, for example, we were going to our Christmas gathering last night, and, everybody brings food to share or whatever. That's how we do it. We do it kind of like potluck style. Or we just all want to contribute something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. I was bringing a dessert, and I was so wrapped up in my thoughts, like they didn't come out right. They're really hard to bite into. I was like, people are going to think that these are just disgusting, and oh my gosh, who brought these? Like, so stupid. Like, really, like we're all there to spend time with each other, and that's not the important thing, right? But I think that sometimes with the holidays, we can get wrapped up in trying to make everything just perfect, and like, just kind of, I don't know if it's like you wanting to present that you have everything together, and I don't know what it is, but don't try to get wrapped up in everything being perfect, or gifts even. Like we have a
Yeah.
gift exchange and we're like, well, it's supposed to be $20 per gift, but this is only $17.89. Like, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's me telling myself to stop it.
Yeah.
So if anyone else struggles with this, just know it's okay to let go, because at the end of the day, you're going to go to that gathering. No one's going to even notice whatever you're worried about, and you're going to spend time with each other, and that's the most important part. And life goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't ruin your holidays by stressing about everything being perfect.
Yeah, I agree. And also, number 2, when I was thinking about, and this is something that we are going to fight hard to do, and that is we're going to put our phones away for most of the holiday.
Yeah.
And I think that really helps you kind of stay in the moment and not be so caught up and being in the habit, because my gosh, we are so addicted to our phones.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
It's so bad. It is so bad. I would love to do, even in maybe this year,
Like a detox.
we can do, yeah, like some kind of detox, like get away from our phones for a few days or something.
Yeah.
That would be very difficult.
Honestly, maybe that could be like even a New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like our phone, social media, like it brings so much. Like you think about why our generation is so much more like struggling with depression and anxiety. And it's like, what are we consuming every day? You know? And we're getting all of these serotonin boosts and this instant
The dopamine hits.
Oh yeah, instant gratification, that everything else seems so mundane and so boring. And that's kind of a soapbox, my bad, but we can talk about that in another episode.
Because this is the holiday special.
It's
and we are
the
getting
holiday season.
It's the reason.
Dun, 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 dun.
Again, our band is starting. Our band is
nobody
starting.
wants to listen to me sing.
No, we're starting a band, the Pursuit of Now band, so be checking out that.
For sure.
I do think you're a good singer, though. High five. Okay, so, yeah, not being on our phones that much, trying to remain present in the moment and not just scroll through Facebook whenever I have literally a couple seconds in between a conversation. I don't need to pull my phone out and scroll through Facebook. I can just not do that and we'll be fine.
Yeah, I know. And I think that, I don't know, I think that sometimes it can be kind of like a comfort blanket for people, especially during the holidays. Like if you're feeling like anxious in a social situation or awkward or like you don't know what else to talk about, and maybe, I mean, it varies probably like family to family, I guess. But I think in general, like people struggle with this in social situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my tip for that is instead of telling yourself that, oh, I feel anxious, oh, I haven't seen this family member in a year, like, you know, what have you, you can just tell yourself, and I do this for social situations, be curious. Like, be curious about, you know, instead of saying I'm anxious, say I'm curious. I'm really curious about how that person's doing. I'm really curious about what they've been up to. I'm really curious about what they've been feeling lately and what their life is like right now, you know? So just try to
That's really good advice.
Well,
I like that a lot.
I struggle in social situations, and so I really do like remind myself, like, just be curious about everything around you and just, you know, just try to take it all in, and then you'll have, you know, meaningful conversations and you'll feel less anxious, hopefully.
Yeah. And just know this for a conversation tip. People love to talk about themselves.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
Our human nature. We love to talk about ourselves.
I love to talk about myself.
Yeah, the more you get into those questions and you're more curious and you get the other person talking, they will actually like you a lot more. Just because you're genuine. And I know that I love that when I talk to somebody that's really good at having conversations and they get me talking about myself or something. I'm like, wow, I really like this person. And it's because they're genuinely interested in what we have going on or what we're doing.
It shows that they care.
Yeah. So we can do a podcast on that sometime. If you haven't ever read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People,
Oh,
you should check that out.
I haven't read that book, Chasey.
Yeah, great book. So it kind of talks about a lot of those tips and how psychologically we can, make friends and influence people a lot better. So,
there you go.
Christmas gift idea. Boom. Well, it's actually Christmas when this drops, so.
It's literally Christmas Eve currently.
It's Christmas
And
Eve
yesterday was Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have another tip on mindfulness, and then we'll get into some more of some fun stuff?
Honestly, that was all I had to say about it.
Yeah. And of course, take some time like we did to start the podcast to figure out, reflect, think about what you've been thankful for. We're coming to the end of the year right now, so reflect back on your year, some things that you really loved about the year, some things that you can work on to get better next year. We sat down and kind of went through some goals, in particular to the podcast for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was great. And maybe we can discuss that sometime. So, so take the time to do that kind of stuff and just be more mindful and present in the moment. And don't try to scroll through your phone whenever you get a free second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be telling myself that every second of every day for the
too.
next 365
Yes.
days.
It's so hard, but we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it. Okay, so now that we got through that, let's go through our very first annual Christmas. I said annual again.
You did say annual.
I said
again.
annual again, and I don't even care. I'm going to say it probably another 100 times.
Okay, cool.
Our first annual Christmas special game.
Segments.
Is it a segment or is it a game?
It's a game segment.
It's a game segment. It's really just things that Trina and I can banter about.
It's like a Christmas this or that or would you rather.
Or a debate. Ooh, I hope that I can debate you on these.
Okay.
I don't know that we can or not. Do you want to kick it off? So we're going to start off with Christmas this or that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you want to kick us off with the very first one?
Yeah. And just like to say this before we start, a lot of these I feel like are kind of superficial, but like about gifts and stuff. We don't think that's the only reason for the season. I'm just throwing that out there. This is just what we found on the internet to talk about, this versus that.
Yeah.
So just wanted to throw that out there.
It's just fun topics that we're talking about.
For
we're not
sure.
taking it too seriously.
For sure. Okay. So the first one is, would you rather have a real Christmas tree or a fake artificial Christmas tree?
Ooh, you said that with so much like hatred on the artificial tree. Do you hate artificial trees?
I don't
Where
know.
Do you stand?
I'm asking
Where do
you.
Stand? Okay, so I had a real tree one time in my life, I think, one Christmas. And it was at my dad's, and we had a real tree, and I don't even remember where I don't know if they went to a tree farm or they just went. We lived out in the country, so I think they went and just chopped this tree down somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, but all I really remember from it, because I was a kid, was like how much of a mess it made in the house. Like it was just shedding everywhere. It was a complete, it just made a total mess, and it was really kind of a hassle I remember getting it in the house and setting it up and making sure that it like remained standing up. But we've always just had, a fake tree the whole time. But to me, like, I'm fake tree guy all the way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Because one, you just keep it with you year after year. You put it in a box. Boom, you put it in our closet. We have very small closet space in our apartment, so it takes up nearly all of our closet space. And boom, we set it up, and this tree's been going strong for how long now?
Like 5 years.
Yeah, we've had it for 5 years. So it's been going strong for 5 years, and there's not a single bulb that's out on it either.
That's actually pretty impressive.
That is, yeah. I thought we lost it earlier on in the season. Like I came home, like the top of the tree was unlit.
I know, and we're like, oh no.
I'm like, oh my gosh,
pre-lit lights.
Finally it's given out on us. But I just realized it just needed to be plugged in a little bit better. And then boom, it worked again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
you're officially team fake tree.
I think I'm team fake tree.
Makes sense because you're fake. I'm just kidding.
What?
Contempt.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No. Okay. So can I talk now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So this one's kind of hard because I've only also had a real tree one time, and it was when I lived with one of my best friends. Her name's Josie. I think her family always gets a real tree. And so we got a real tree that year. And I thought it was really pretty. Like, it felt really like Christmassy because it's just like.
And it smells really good. Like when you first get it, you kind of get that pine smell throughout the house.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah,
I don't know that to be true because
probably.
I was a little kid when we had one.
Yeah, I don't
but
really
I'd
remember.
assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. So I thought it was really neat, especially since I had never had a real tree before. But I do remember, and we are not real tree experts, obviously, because we've briefly had one in our whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember constantly being scared that it was going to catch fire.
Oh, a fire hazard.
Yes. Like I was
That's an interesting
legitimately
fear.
I was legitimately worried about that. And I don't remember why exactly. I just remember being nervous that it was going to catch fire. But it was pretty cool to have one.
Yeah.
I say right
like
now we're definitely fake tree people. But
and
maybe
also we live in an apartment.
Oh.
I don't even think we could have a real tree in an apartment.
I mean,
we probably
I don't see why not.
yeah. I don't know.
I'm not going
That'd
to be
be
the one
interesting.
lugging it up on
But it's also like
three
what do
flights
you
of
what do you
stairs.
do with it when you're done?
I don't know.
You ever think about that?
Chop it up.
Yeah, because
burn
like,
it?
fake tree, you just boom, boom, boom. It's down. It's back in the box and it's put away.
Yeah, maybe we're really
But
out of
real
touch with this
tree-
whole Christmas tree
But
thing.
real tree, you're going to have to dispose of that bad boy. So I'm guessing most people throw it in a dumpster maybe. That can cause an issue. But I don't know if you can
Not
even
a
throw
dumpster.
I don't think you can even do that.
I feel like people
Maybe you
probably
can.
burn it.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh
burn
my
pile.
gosh. That's terrible.
Burn
Wow.
it.
Wow.
Like that TikTok, burn it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what people do with that. I'm gonna have to look that up later. But yeah, you gotta dispose of it in some way. So
Okay.
interesting.
Anyways,
Interesting.
I feel like I do love like families that go out and they pick out their Christmas tree together.
Yeah, when you see those in the
and
movies,
and they
that is cool.
chop it down and then they bring it home.
Yeah, honestly, that's
I-
kind of cool.
Like I feel like when we have a family, I kind of want to start that tradition.
Yeah, we should try that out because I can see that being a cool tradition.
Or not even when we have a family, like maybe when we have a house.
yeah, that might be a decent thing to try.
Like I just think
You
it's
can
like
go and
more
find one
meaningful.
and
Like even though it's
It could be like a
more work.
tradition.
Yeah.
Like
I
our
think
tradition
that's
we're
so
doing
fun.
this year is making
Breakfast casserole.
breakfast casserole on Christmas. So we're gonna start there. Sorry. White
So
mocha's like
my focus crawling.
that's making me. Yeah, I got to burp so much from it, but I'm okay now. I'm all good.
Okay. Are you okay, Chase?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not editing that out.
No, we don't edit anything out. This is
We're
raw.
40 minutes in. Do you want to go to our next one?
Yeah, exactly. And we did a much better job of getting to the point, I feel like, kind of, with this episode. So good job. Next.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. And, okay, so real or fake tree, let us know what you all think, real or fake tree, or if your family does one or the other, if you have a preference, because I'd be curious. And how do you dispose of it? What do you do with it once you're done with it? Because I'm kind of curious
Yeah, let us
about
know because
that.
we're idiots and we don't know.
Yeah. So let us know what you think. Topic number 2, gift cards or money?
Which would you rather?
What do you want?
This is kind of a two thing because which would you rather receive and which would you rather give?
Okay.
This is hard because I feel like there's like pros and cons to both.
Mm-hmm.
Gift cards, I tend to forget about those and they're kind of limited to where you can spend them. But at the same time, it feels more personal because they didn't just give you cash. Like they picked out something that they think,
thought would be.
oh, maybe you can spend your money there.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't know. I will say one other thing with a gift card is it's usually to like a specific place it's always to a specific place. I mean, I guess there's like the Visa cards or
Yeah, you
whatever.
can get a Visa card.
But you're less likely to just spend. You're more likely to spend that gift card on something like fun and extra, rather
That's a good
than
point.
like, oh, I have cash in my wallet and I need to get groceries, so that's what my Christmas money's going towards. And then you
Yeah.
kind of forget about it, and then, which, I mean, that's still really nice
Mm-hmm.
with the groceries, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's a really good point.
you're more likely to spend a gift card on like something that is like a little extra and a little fun, a little special, whatever.
Yeah, you may actually go out to eat to that spot or do something like that rather than trying to pay your bills with the cash that you get.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, if you are like struggling financially, cash can be super helpful,
It can be great.
you know?
Yeah.
So it can be like both. I would rather give gift cards though,
I think so too.
because it feels more like, I don't know, like it feels more like you thought.
Yeah, like
About
this is a
where-
restaurant that I think you guys would like.
Yeah.
So here's a gift card to that restaurant, or you can go on a date night with this.
Yeah.
Here's this gift card. Here's an AMC theater gift card, or whatever the case is that you can take your
Mhm.
family out to. So I do think it's a little bit more meaningful, but still, getting cash is nice too, because you can just kind of
Spend it
do
on
with
whatever.
it whatever you may want, or
Yeah.
So
What kind of gift cards do you like receiving the most?
ooh, great question. Like ones that I like are typically like anything food related is always good,
Yeah.
because we love going out to eat, and we still have some gift cards that we need to use for that. But yeah, anything food or restaurant related, always a winner for sure.
Yeah.
Or like Amazon gift card, of course, can't go wrong with that. Because then you can still pretty much get whatever you like
Mm-hmm.
on
That's
there.
true. You can have whatever you like.
Yeah. Another song reference.
Oh my gosh.
Killing it.
I
But
was
really,
Yeah,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
mean, I'm obviously anything is great. I won't complain about.
for sure. Like, we're not trying to be shallow. We're just kind of
Well, we're
talking.
so shallow.
Okay. I'm trying not to stop with the song references, but that one was like right there. Like Lady
Wait.
Gaga, Shallow
Oh, from that movie.
from that movie.
Bradley
A
Cooper.
Star is Born.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Okay, we need to watch
Is
that
it
soon.
a Christmas movie?
No.
Okay. Not relevant. Not relevant to the podcast.
I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. I was going to agree with you. I like receiving like restaurant ones or Starbucks. If you give me a Starbucks gift
Oh,
card,
yeah.
I will 100% be using that in the near future. Like,
Yeah.
your money is not going to be wasted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of exciting to receive a gift card, because it's nice, usually nice, colorful, and it's just kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun.
visually pleasing.
Yeah, visually stimulating.
Okay, you want to move on to the next
Yeah,
one?
let's move on to the next one so we can stop talking about
Okay,
gift cards.
Chasey.
Wait, so are we pro gift card? Is that our choice?
I would say gift card, yeah.
Okay. And then giving wise, I would say gift card as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay, so would you rather be surprised about gifts that you're getting, or just let the person like know exactly what you want? I'm kind of thinking about this of like me and you, like your immediate family, if you get each other gifts.
Yeah, because it's kind of tough, because I feel like societally, like it's not necessarily like if somebody asks you, oh, what do you want for Christmas? Like, what is everybody going to say?
Oh, anything is
Yeah,
fine.
anything's great. Like, we
Or
love it.
I don't need anything, which actually sometimes I say that and I legit mean it, but that's usually what you would say. Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't need, anything's fine. Like, I love everything. Like, me personally, though, please just tell me what you want. Like, I'm asking you for a reason. It's because I want to know. So I can, because I'm more of a, like, just tell me what you want, and then I'm going to go get that thing for you. And then we're good, and you're happy because that's what you wanted. And I'm happy because I get to, give that to you. And that's always great. So that's kind of
What about for you though? Would you-
receiving.
Yeah.
I think So in regards, let's say you and I,
Mm-hmm.
gifts for each other
Mm-hmm.
because we last minute Christmas
Oh
shopping
my
for each other
gosh.
just yesterday.
And can I tell you, okay, Christmas shopping on the 23rd is
Not a good
so
idea.
embarrassing for no reason.
It kind of
It
is
is so
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Like everybody's just in there like
Frantically.
yeah,
Like
in
the
a
lines are
panic.
wrapped around the
Yeah,
store.
lines are wrapped
And
around
I
the door.
was
There's
like-
nothing on any shelf anywhere. And
I
it's
was like so embarrassed the whole time. But then I was like thinking to myself, I was like, well, I mean, the other shoppers, like obviously they all waited to the last minute as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not the only one.
we're all in this together.
But then the retail workers are probably like judging us so hard. Like,
yeah, they are.
maybe not, but I know they're, oh my gosh.
It's like, done like wait till
They're
last minute,
so
didn't
busy
you?
right now. Like shout out to everybody that works in retail around this time. I'm sure it's really stressful,
Yeah.
but yeah, so embarrassing for
yeah,
no reason.
for no reason.
It's like carrying
It's
a
madhouse
lunchbox.
in there too. It is so crazy. I was stuck in like carrying a lunchbox. That
Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
it's so embarrassing. What?
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I
Yeah,
can't explain it.
it's
Just
kind of like
do with
things
that what
that
you will.
it's kind of like things that feel illegal that shouldn't feel illegal.
Like turning the light on when somebody's driving in the car.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we were told our whole lives that was illegal. Or like if you like walk into a gas station and you're like, oh, there's not really a drink here that I want, and then you just walk out,
and
it's
you're
like, oh,
and
I'm
you're
not
like-
stealing anything, I promise.
you're like, did I steal something?
Yeah, did I
like,
steal something?
like you're like checking your pockets yourself, and you're like, am I a criminal?
Wait, am I a criminal? Oh my gosh, what's that
Oh my
cashier? That
gosh.
cashier just watched me walk out the door. Like, what are they thinking right now?
And I'm like, I'm starting to sweat. Like they're
Yeah.
totally eyeing. They're giving me the look.
Yeah.
They're like,
I just want to show them my
ooh,
pockets.
she's
just to-
stealing.
yeah, I just want to show them my pockets just to like let them know for sure I'm not stealing anything.
Yeah.
out
No,
of
it's the
gas
same with
station.
Walmart too. Walmart's worse, I feel like.
Yeah, but there's definitely a lot more people. Oh yeah, well you got the greeter at the front, and so you're just
Oh
walking
my
out with like
gosh.
you're just like have a great day, and it's like promise you,
I'm not stealing.
I'm not walking out with anything right now.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, what were we talking about again?
I honestly, surprise gifts are
Yeah,
getting
surprise.
exactly what you want.
You know what? If it's me and you, I kind of want you to do a little bit of both.
Mm.
So like I tell you like, okay, I want this thing, and then like I want you to go get me the thing that I want, PlayStation 5, and then you go get that
Sorry.
thing.
You're gonna be disappointed.
And then you go get that, but then you also throw a little flavor. Add some leaf in my hair.
It's fine.
Okay, you fix it. Oh, there goes again. So, but you kind of get me that thing that I want, but
Mhm.
then also you throw in a little flavor in there with something I wasn't even expecting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm definitely 100%. I'm definitely surprised all the way. Giving, receiving, surprise.
Yeah, you are a hardcore giving surprise, I feel like.
Oh yeah, because I do not. I'm sorry, but if someone tells me exactly what they want and I just go buy that, like that is not. It's not as fun. Like it doesn't feel as genuine. Like I want to like think of something that person would want or that person's mentioned like throughout the year, and then get them like the perfect gift that they were not expecting at all, and then like.
Yeah.
And I want the same. Like, I don't want to just tell you what I want and then you just get that for me. Like, I could buy that myself if I wanted. Like, I'd still be excited to get it for sure.
Yeah. So this is a good example of like, I want things one way and you're the exact opposite. So it's kind of interesting when it comes to Christmas time.
You said
Because you're going to tell me what you want, and then I'm going to go get you what you want. But that's not really what you want.
But Chase tells
But
me.
you want like a surprise of something that you didn't say you wanted, but you'd like me to come up with something different. And I don't know how that operates. I don't get it.
Well, I'll still be excited about like something that I want.
Yeah, it's like
But
a little game you're playing with me. It's like,
I'd
I
rather
want
have
this, but I
something-
don't want it.
Well, I'm going to let you know.
Figure that out.
You told me, you literally said yesterday, get me this one thing and I'll be happy. Guess what? I did not get him.
You didn't
That
give me
one-
that one thing.
No, I didn't, because that's not fun.
And my preference is for you to get me the one thing.
Well, we'll just see. We'll have a little update on the next pod because
Yeah.
for Christmas.
I mean, I'll be happy with anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm happy with anything that you but yeah, the PlayStation 5 would be cool.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an interesting conversation to have. I didn't even think about that, but
Yeah.
now we know for next year
Now we
when we're
know.
not going to put it off next year, and we say that every single year.
Okay, no,
We've said that for
I'm
5 years.
seriously,
We're
I'm
not
not
going to put
kidding.
it off, and we're not going to get each other gifts this year. And then what do?
We always say
put it
that.
off, and then we get each other gifts. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just fun. Like it's like even if it's not anything big, like it's fun to wake up and have a surprise and like Christmas morning, you know.
yeah, we've been talking about gifts a lot.
Yeah, we have been talking about gifts a lot.
Yeah, but okay. Anyways, and Christmas is all about spending time with family too.
Yeah,
And
well, that's
eating
why
some good food.
that's
so
why I said that disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah, you put that disclaimer out there.
So we're at
okay.
50 minutes. Do you want to move on to?
Let's do unpopular Christmas opinions.
Okay.
Let's dive into
We're
that a
gonna
little bit.
dive straight into unpopular Christmas
On
opinions.
the first annual Christmas
And
special.
This might get a little bit spicy.
And it's super special.
Just a warning.
Oh, it's gonna get so spicy.
Just
that
kidding.
sounds just odd.
Spicy?
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't like that terminology.
All right, my bad.
It's okay.
Anyways,
You wanna
okay.
give the first one?
My first one is about gifts. I promise you that we think
Yeah,
we think
gifts
about
again.
things other than
That's
gifts.
all Christmas is about, I guess. Is gifts, because that's all we've talked about this whole time. Everything has been gift cards. We talked about a tree for a little bit, but
We did.
But,
I promise. I mean, we only got through 3 this or that. We literally always do
we
this.
had like 10 or 15 this or that's on here.
Yeah. So, anyways, and they weren't all gift related. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my unpopular opinion is about gifts. I'm sorry. Gosh, forgive me. But anyways, I am for. Okay. Brace yourselves. I'm for opening gifts one at a time.
Oof.
I want to go around in a circle. I want everyone to open their gifts one at a time. I want to see their reaction. I want to see what they got. I want them to pose with it and take a picture with it.
No.
I mean, I love it.
Oh my gosh, no. No way.
I just feel like I care about what other people like got to and like seeing, like it's interesting to me, and I like seeing them like, oh, like get excited about something, or and I know it's terrible when it's my turn and then everyone's looking at you. I hate that part, but I like looking at everybody else's like opening a gift. It's just fun.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely couldn't disagree more. I just want us to all pass out our gifts, and then we all open them at the same time, and it's like, yeah, thank you, love it, thank you so much, that kind of thing. Because when everyone's just like got their eyes on you, like what if you get a gift that you're not like really super like excited about, and then you're kind of like, putting on the show a little bit.
Well,
you
yeah,
kind of say you say the phrase that everybody always says when they receive a gift, which is, I've been needing one of these. That little term, everybody throws it out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every single time. Don't know if you've noticed that, but everybody does. They go with that line, and then you want to be surprised or whatever, which it's great to receive anything. I'm not being ungrateful for, but like,
well, also,
you know what I mean? And it's like all the eyes on you. It's like, was my reaction good or was it not?
Well, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Opening a gift in front of people is like the worst thing in the world. But my thing is whenever I think about something to get somebody and I'm so excited to give it to them because it's like the perfect gift and I'm so excited to see their reaction.
And it's not what they asked for.
And it's not what they asked for because I don't roll that way.
No.
And I want to, like, giving is so much, like, more exciting than, like, receiving the gift. So it's like.
Oh, yeah. So you want to watch them.
I want to watch them.
You want to watch that reaction, yeah.
Yes. And
I get it.
It might be uncomfortable, but I love it. So that maybe is something we need to talk about when we have kids.
Mm-hmm.
One at a time?
One at a time?
Oh, yeah. We're making our kids open it one at a time.
One at a time.
And we're going to stare at them.
Yeah.
But it's just us.
It's just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
No, we got to have 4 kids because you know my number one rule.
Nobody can be left out on the roller coaster.
No one can be left out on the roller coaster, so you have to have an even amount of children.
Exactly. Okay, so anyways, that's my unpopular opinion. Do you want to give one unpopular opinion?
I kind of want to talk about this one. Well, this isn't even really maybe an unpopular opinion, maybe not.
If it's controversial, whatever.
Yeah, should you tell your kids about Santa Claus or should you not?
So, as in, should you lie to your kids for years and traumatize them and tell them that Santa Claus is real, and then one day they wake up and they figure out that their caretakers
and they don't trust them,
have been lying to them their entire lives,
and
everything that they know has been a lie.
Everything has been a lie. Or do you just lie?
Oh yeah, I think you should totally do that. 100% lie to your kids. It's so fun. I do. I really do.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure lie to your kids 100%.
I think
because it's about, could you imagine if you're a little kid and you see all this stuff about Santa Claus and you're watching these movies and you're so excited and all the rest of the kids are so excited Santa's coming to town, and then you're just like, oh, actually, no, Santa isn't coming to town. Santa's me.
And mommy's stressed out, honey.
And mommy's stressed out. And so those cookies you're making over there, yeah, those are for me.
I'm going to eat them tonight.
In fact, I'm making my own cookies for myself later on tonight. And you better stay asleep, too, because if you come out of your room at a certain part of the night, you're going to see me, not Santa Claus. So
no, dude, I want to be that family that, you get a Santa suit.
Oh, I'll Santa
and
suit.
Jingle bells, and I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
We could do the footprint thing, where we put flour down on the floor or something.
Oh my gosh!
Like Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
we could totally do that.
That's scary.
Yeah, yeah. So,
but lie to your kids.
No, yeah, and I don't. And yeah, people obviously say that they should tell their kids about it or whatever, or they shouldn't lie to their kids, but. Come on, it's Christmas. Get out of here. Is it really traumatizing to kids?
Maybe a little bit, but it's okay. We have to traumatize your kids a little bit.
Yeah, but it's all fun.
Or they're not going to be funny.
Yeah, it's all fun. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
and they're not going to tell jokes whenever they're trying to talk about emotions.
I was going to say one thing about just going off of this. One thing that I saw recently, I think on TikTok, and it is something that I've thought about before, but whenever you're in regards to your kids believing in Santa Claus, you have to know that a lot of kids believe in Santa Claus, right? So in regards to the gifts that are from Santa, the gifts from Santa are not the expensive gifts that you might choose to get for your kids. Oh. They're gifts that are just less expensive things, because if your kids go to school and they're like, oh, I got a PlayStation 5. I don't know who's getting their kid a PlayStation 5. Probably some people. I don't know. I got a PlayStation 5 from Santa. And then another kid is like, I got a pair socks from Santa,
Oh, that's a good point.
That
I
other
didn't think
kid,
about that.
Kids don't understand. I mean, they think that's real.
That's a great point.
They might not understand why someone else got this super expensive or whatever gift, and then they got socks. So if you're a parent, I mean, that's one thing that I'm planning to do when we have kids is and we've never talked about this, but I'm sure you agree, is the gifts from Santa are not if you do choose to get your kids more expensive gifts or super cool toys or something, it's not going to be that kind of stuff.
That's a good point. I never even thought about that. But yeah, you should definitely take parenting advice from us.
Well, I mean,
but that is really good.
That's not even parenting advice. That's just you just have to realize the impact. Yeah, the impact that it might have.
To think about. That is a really good point. I've never thought about that before in my life, but
yeah, for sure.
Good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and I agree with you. We can do that. and we can get a real tree if you want.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a real
I could
tree.
try that out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll chop that down.
And then we're gonna
Bring it in the house.
open our gifts, make our kids open their gifts one at a time.
One at a time.
While we stare.
And
at
they're
them.
gonna wear ugly sweaters.
Yeah. Are they though?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What's another one? Do you want to go over another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said talk about that one real quick.
Okay, yeah. Unpopular Christmas opinion. I don't really like Christmas movies that much. I said it.
Wow.
There it is, folks.
Treen hates Christmas.
I hate Christmas.
It's official.
I'm just kidding.
She
I don't
does.
hate Christmas. But Christmas movies, I don't know. Like, there's like a couple like good ones. Like, I love Elf with Will Ferrell. That's like a classic one. I'll watch that over and over again. And I love The Grinch.
Yeah, I like the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's a good one.
But other than that, like, we always like say, oh, let's watch Christmas movies. And I'm like,
Yeah, because we watched a couple of them on Netflix that were
the
just
newer ones.
bad.
I feel like there's a few select classic ones that are great. But then the newer ones, it's like just like Hallmark movies.
They're all the same. I mean,
so
they're all the same
cheesy.
plot, and they're all super cheesy. And it's always like, oh, she works in marketing at this business, and she's a writer.
But then
and
she gets laid off, and she has to go back to her small hometown.
Yeah, small hometown.
For the Christmas season.
And yeah, she meets this guy, and you know he's a blue collar guy,
And they haven't
he
talked
doesn't
since they were
have
kids.
much. He doesn't have much money at all. But the guy she was dating in New York has all the money in the world. But he's a
Yeah.
douchebag. And she
Oh.
goes back to her hometown, and there's this
That's-
genuine guy
that's pretty
doesn't
much
have
cussing.
much. Douchebag is not cussing.
That is not an appropriate word.
Oh my gosh! Come on now! It's a
Anyways.
Christmas special, and yeah, that guy there, he is not a pleasant guy, and he's got the small town guy, and and she just can't decide, and she accidentally runs into him in an abrupt way to meet up with him, and then they end
Like
up
in a coffee shop.
yeah, they're in a coffee shop, and she spills her coffee all over him. And then they're like, oh, no, oh, gosh. And
Yeah.
then somehow they meet again.
And then they
in
have
a
to save
intimate
Christmas.
moment. Yeah, then they have to save Christmas and bring the spirit back of Christmas. And then they also fall in love. And then she breaks up with her other douchebag guy that lives in New York.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I think I just summed up every single one of them.
I think so. But pretty much they usually have bad acting in them. And
Yeah.
it's just not like I'd rather just watch like an actual good movie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to just watch that for the sake of watching a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like give me a psychological thriller and then we can talk.
Yeah.
Like we can drink hot cocoa with a candy cane while we're watching it, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to watch these cheesy Christmas movies. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep. They're pretty cheesy. Absolutely. So,
So
but
if
there's
you're
some good
judging me
ones
for
out
that,
there.
sorry.
Home Alone is great. Elf is great.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Elf is overrated, but like, come on now.
Oh
like,
no, I
Will
love it. That's
Ferrell-
probably my favorite movie.
Yeah, it's a great
Well, like
movie.
Christmas movie, not my favorite movie. Okay.
Yeah, great movie.
So that's what I was thinking.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, one thing is again, we appreciate you all coming along on the podcast for the first annual Christmas special. And it got kind of deep there for a minute, but hopefully it got a little bit more fun and lighthearted because it was supposed to be a little bit more.
I'm totally a fun and lighthearted person.
Yeah.
And I don't cry at the drop of a hat.
No, just a little bit.
That's not me.
No, definitely not. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. But anyways, y'all, we're going to wrap this thing up. And we just want to say Merry Christmas. And we hope that each and every one of you all have a wonderful day and holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
And a happy new year coming up. So everybody stay safe out there.
Yeah. Stay safe. We are going to be dropping this episode on Christmas. Okay. And then it kind of just felt like that actually, that we will be dropping our next podcast on New Year's Day.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure? Did you look at the calendar?
Yes. Sunday, right? Look at it real quick.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's on New Year's Day. So that just kind of happened.
Oh my gosh, New Year's Day. Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll come up with our first annual New Year's Day special.
New Year's Day special.
New Year's Day special.
Woo.
I love it.
Oh, that was a weird woo. I'm going to be cringed about that
Yeah,
later.
you're going to be cringed about
Okay.
it. So again, thank you all so much for listening in. We appreciate, we love the support. Again, we are up on YouTube. If you don't mind going and giving us a subscribe, you can check out and actually watch us.
Yeah.
If you prefer to consume your
just
podcast
listen.
that way, or just listen. We're also on Instagram. You can catch clips of every podcast, and we'll kind of give you updates on what's going on in our world. So go check us out on Instagram as well.
And TikTok.
And also, if you like this kind of content and you're enjoying the podcast, let us know. Leave us a review and rate the podcast, because we really appreciate it and we love it. Unless you hate the podcast, and if you do hate the podcast, don't worry about you don't have to write a review. You just don't listen.
You can be honest.
Yeah.
Give us feedback, because we just want to improve and
get better and better and better, which is what we're here to do. We appreciate you all coming in and listening in, and again, enjoy the holidays so much. And Trine, before we get off of here, what's the weather like?
Oh, the weather.
Because we missed the weather last week.
I know. Okay, so there's been like a snowstorm happening, and I mean, it pretty much really just snowed on Thursday, but it is so cold. I'm talking negative degrees outside, y'all.
In the Midwest, y'all. It's
hard out here.
This is the first white Christmas, though, that we've had in a long time. I don't even remember the last time we've had snow on Christmas here. So,
well, tomorrow's Christmas.
Well, yeah.
I wonder if it'll snow more, though.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's not bad. It's bad. It's really cold.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cold. And our ice scraper kind of broke, so I had like 1/3 of an ice scraper, and I was just out there, just -5 degrees. Just my hands were frozen. But it's all good. But yeah, we appreciate you all listening, and we will catch you on the first annual New Year's episode.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Love you, and stay grateful, thankful, and blessed.
Yep, and buy our sign.
Peace out.
Bye.